Hi, welcome to Gentle Yoga. This is Leo for Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or the Facebook page at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center to check out the schedule and make donations. Starting out today sitting in whatever way is comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be just like this. If you want, close your eyes as you get comfortable and focus on your breath. Just by finding some stillness and paying attention, our breath shifts and changes, getting deeper, getting slower. Feeling your contact with what you're sitting on. Taking in your surroundings from the ground up. What else is going on around you? What is reaching your senses from what that environment you practice in? Taking in the movements of your slower, deeper breath and where you feel the breathing. Scan your body to take in whatever else is there to be noticed. Especially noting any issues that present themselves as you do this little inventory of your body. You can keep them in mind as you practice, knowing that you're always welcome to modify and skip whatever parts of the practice you might want to. Let's take 3 deep, clearing breaths. You can let your eyes open if they're closed. And let's start with some seated cow and cat breaths. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head go back. Exhale, draw your heart back and let your head tip forward. Each following the pace of our own breath. There's no need to go at the same pace as anyone else. After the next exhale, sit up tall. Inhale, reach out to the side. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself. Bring your chin to your shoulder. Let your chin come down by your sternum and go up to the other shoulder. And then nice and slowly back again. Then face forward. Inhale, open up. And exhale, cross your arms the other way. Chin to shoulder. Down past the sternum. And up to the other shoulder. And back again. Face forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, arms down, fingertips on the ground, spine stays long. Inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, reach to the right. Let your head go wherever your neck wants it to be, whatever is most comfortable there. Inhale to come up. Exhale, come into a twist. Right hand to left leg, left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Let your twist unwind. Then inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, reach to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come into the other twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Let your twist unwind and come through center. Let your arms hang loose at your side. Lift the left shoulder. Slide it back. Release it down. And the right shoulder up. Back. Down. Let your chin come down towards your chest. And let's make slow, gentle circles, rolling your ear towards your shoulder and letting your head go back, past the other shoulder, back down to center. If you should find a tight spot, it can be helpful to explore rocking back and forth at the tight spot. Now let's take a few going in the other direction. And when you finish the next circle, lift your chin to face forward. And let's go down to the legs and feet. Lift the leg, just grabbing the one in front. We'll do both, so it doesn't matter which one's first. Grab your toes, interlace your fingers between your toes, or if that doesn't work for you today, you can wrap your hand over the tops of your toes, whatever grip works. Let the leg and the foot be passive. So the hands and the arms are doing the work. Gently and slowly move your foot in circles like we moved our head. Here, opening up the ankle, just exploring where it wants to go and maybe slightly and gradually increasing the range of motion. And as we did with the head, let's change direction. Then release the toes, use both arms to support the weight of your leg. Whatever grip works for you, it doesn't have to look like what I'm doing here. Femur and hip socket, let's rock the leg in circles to open the hip. Letting the leg remain passive, letting your arms do the work. And let's change direction there. Let's put that leg down and lift the other one. Grab your toes. Move your foot in circles. And change direction. Release your toes, support the weight of the full leg, and make those circles in your hip. And a few in the other direction. Pardon me. Mouth is dry already. And let your leg down. Make your way up onto your hands and knees. Reach back and press the ball of your left foot against the floor. On an inhale, reach your right arm out to the side. On an inhale, lift your foot, reach back. Bend your knee, reach your heel towards your butt. Reach your hand back, grab your foot or ankle, kick against your hand, raise your chin and your knee. Release and lower down. Reach back and press into the ball of your right foot. On an inhale, lift your left arm to the side. On an inhale, pick your foot up and reach back. Bend your knee, reach your foot back, reach your hand to your foot or ankle, and stretch. Release and lower down. Step your left foot up by your hands and your right foot up next to it. Hang out in forward fold, exploring whatever movement you like when you first come to forward fold. lengthening throughout the back of the body. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, out and up. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up. Reach your palms up. Look up at your hands. Lift your heart. Inhale, come upright. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, come upright. And exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, come upright. Exhale, arms down. Pardon me for technical adjustment. About to lose the microphone on the ear. If I can trap it there with my glasses. Put on the microphone and then the glasses. Maybe my glasses will hold the mic. Let's figure out a better way to do this. All right, let's have some sun salutations with some lunges built in. Not too many sun salutations. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step your left foot back. And you can either keep this leg extended, or if you want a lower lunge, let your knee down and untuck your toes like that. And you can change your mind anytime. Go from one lunge to the other. When you're set up, reach forward and up for a crescent lunge. Low or high. Listen to your body. Exhale, sink forward, arms down. Inhale, glide back, arms up. 2 more times. Exhale and inhale. And twist to the left. Left hand back, right hand forward, or right hand to knee to steady yourself. Come through center, hands by your heart, and then twist to the right. Come through center, hands to heart. Exhale, hands down. Now, if your left knee's down, curl those toes under, press into your foot to lift your knee, so we're all in runner's lunge. And then we're gonna step the right foot back to the left for down dog. And pedal the feet up and down, as we always do when we first come to down dog. Pretty universal, and it feels pretty good, stretching those big leg muscles. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step your right foot back, either runner's lunge or the lower lunge, whatever works for you. When you're ready, inhale, reach forward and up. When you're ready, exhale, sink forward, arms down. Inhale, glide back, arms up. A couple more times. And let's twist to the right. Come through center and twist to the left. come through center. Exhale, hands down. If you're in the low lunge, come to runner's lunge. And when you're ready, step back to down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Once through without the lunges and then a breather. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step back to plank. Our first and only plank. How about that? Exhale, lower halfway or all the way, whatever's right for you. Inhale to bring your heart forward, cobra or upward dog. Listen to your lower back. Exhale back and up to downward dog. Take 3 cleansing breaths and lower down for child's pose. In child's pose, scanning your body, observe your breath. Vary the posture in any way you need to. Inhale, come forward and up to table. Now let's go through a twist sequence here with some optional extensions that you may explore if you like. So from table, we're going to start with spinal twist, going first to the left, and the twist is going to start at the waist and go up the spine. So first is subtle movement building into an arm extension, bigger movement. So inhale, twist to the left through your lower back and middle back and upper back, then reach your left arm out and up, look up towards your hand. Exhale, come down, reach across behind the other arm. And do that 2 more times. Big inhale, open up and reach up and look up. Exhale, come down and reach across. 1 more. And then gently lower. Left shoulder and left side of your head to the floor. And maybe you could just stay there. Maybe that's enough of a pretzel. If you want to go further, you can reach back and press into the ball of your right foot. Or pick the foot up and extend, reaching back in the air. Or bring your right foot over by your left hand. Or you can skip it all and put your knee back on the floor. Maybe that's enough. Maybe you feel like exploring more. You can reach your right hand up, point at the ceiling, and turn your hand back and forth like a weather vane, rotating your arm in the shoulder socket. You could also just reach the back of your hand towards your opposite hip. Or you could skip it all, leave that hand on the floor. And we'll come out bit by bit, just as we came into this. If you moved your right hand, bring it back and plant it on the mat. And if you moved your right leg, bring it back in line with the mat, back down to the floor. Press into the right hand, big inhale. Open up and reach up, look up. Exhale, come down, back to table. Let's take a few breaths of cow pose and cat pose before we do all that the opposite way around. Pardon a little background noise. So don't crush the microphone. I'm going to put it on the floor for a moment here. This ear's got to go on the floor. So now twisting to the right. Remember to start at the waist, work up the spine into the arm extension. Inhale, twist through lower spine, middle spine, upper spine, then reach out and up. Exhale, come down, thread the needle, reach across. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and gently take your time, letting the shoulder and the head come down. And the same options, you can reach back and press into the left foot, or reach back, letting it hover, or bring that foot over by your right hand. You can keep your left hand here to steady you, or if you feel more adventurous, you can explore rotating in the shoulder or that half bind. If you moved your left hand, take your time to bring it back to the ground. And if you moved your left leg, take your time to bring it back. Knee on the ground. Then big inhale, open up, reach up, look up. Exhale, come down, back to table, and take a few breaths with cow and cat. As you do that, put my mic back in my ear. I think you hear me better when it's closer to my mouth. Makes sense. And after your next exhale, coming back through table, let's step to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. And let's play with some balancing. How about one that we haven't done in a while? We'll play with dancer. So we're gonna stand on one leg. Some poses like tree, we have the option to keep both feet on the ground, but any variation of dancer is standing on one leg. So if you want to step over by the wall or your desk or something, you can. And there is the option to use a strap with dancer, so I'll show you a few different things we might do. First, if you're not using a strap, there's the grip. So the simplest thing seems to be grab your foot like this, but as we come into the pose, this can lead your knee out to the side. So one thing we like to do sometimes, arm out like this, turn the hand around so the thumb's down, then come in and reach for the inside edge of your foot. It's a little involved, but then as you draw the knee back, the knee stays towards center. The whole thing's stabler. So maybe it doesn't feel good in the shoulder. It's nice to have options. Now, if grabbing your foot, regardless of grip, is just a little too much or not doable, you can use a strap to grab your foot. So you kind of put it over the front of your ankle and hold both hands. both ends, sorry, in your hand. And you can actually kind of drape it over your shoulder and do like that. You can do dancer with your strap. So maybe you hold your foot with your strap, maybe with your hand. Other hand can go by your heart. And I didn't say which side. We'll do both sides. It doesn't matter what side you're on, it's fine. So first, we draw the knee back and tip the torso forward. And then if you want, you can reach the hand that's at your heart out like this. So you got this long curve between that bent knee and that extended hand. Keep breathing, and you can start over anytime. Falling is all part of the practice. Right on cue. I almost fell right after I said that. Maybe I'll fall when I do the other leg. And then when we come out, we see how slowly we can go. There's strength in this slowness. Focus, bring the hand in if it's extended, and then bring everything more vertical, and then gently let the leg down. Never say gracefully take things out. Now for me, I actually find it easier to do that without the strap. Maybe that's just because I've done it more without the strap. But anyway, I'll do the second one without the strap. You do whatever you like. Maybe you'll do the second one with the strap and you didn't on the first one. So one hand to the heart, shift the weight into that leg, bend the other knee, and then whatever grip you're going to do, inside the foot, outside the foot, or with the strap. Draw the knee back and tip the torso forward. And if you want, extend the hand from the heart. And then take your time. Bring the hand in if it's extended. Come upright. And release. And shake. And I thought it was kind of hot and sticky before. Much hotter after that sequence. So now let's do trade, maybe more familiar and more accessible. Start to tone it down a little on the way to the sitting portion, the latter third of practice. Hands by your heart or one hand on your supportive choice. Shift your weight from one leg to the other. Now I'll let you decide which side to start on. Start by standing on the leg that you weren't just standing on for dancer. How's that? So when you're ready, bring the weight to that leg. Which one was I on? I got to remember. Raise the other leg. Swing the knee out to the side. And then bring your foot to your leg. You might have your heel on your ankle and toes on the ground. You might have the arch of your foot on your calf. You might have the sole of your foot on your thigh. The one thing we never want to do is to press sideways on the knee. You can keep your hands where they are or explore any way that you want. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart. Pivot your knee forward and let your foot down and shake whatever needs a shake. Oops, you don't have to kick your blocks around like that. As you're ready, hands back to the heart. Shift back and forth. When you're ready, bring the weight to the other leg. Take your time to raise your knee and open the gate of your hip and bring your foot to your leg. Exploring any arm expression you want. If your hands are doing something else, bring them to your heart. Pivot your knee forward, let your foot down, and shake. Let's have a seat on the floor. Soles of your feet together, heels in close to your pelvis. Like so. Interlace your fingers and grab your toes in between your hands. And then wriggle to shift the bones in your seat closer to the ground. This tilts the pelvis forward and opens the front of your hips. Inhale, lengthen up, nice long spine. As you exhale, hinge forward from the hips. See how far forward that long spine wants to tip with that hinge of the hips. And then let your spine curve back, let your head hang, and breathe into your hips. And some of us like to press the arms down to the inside of the legs, more actively opening the hips if that feels good for you. I actually like how it feels to have my elbows or forearms sort of massage the leg muscles. Inhale, slowly sit up. Then keeping your feet together, scoot them further out. There's more space between your pelvis and your heels. Then you can reach under your ankles or over your ankles and walk your hands forward on the floor. I'm going to go over my ankles today. Sometimes I go under, but not today. Let your neck relax. Breathe into your back. If there's tension speaking up from anywhere else, send the breath there. Arms can relax, or you can keep reaching forward, grabbing the floor, and tractioning, maybe down a little more. Inhaling, walk your hands back and sit upright. Use your arms to lift your knees towards each other. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. If your knees want to bend, let them bend. Inhale, think of coming forward a bit more. Exhale, think of lowering down a bit more. Sometimes it's nice to massage wherever your hands have landed, your legs or your feet. Inhale, walk your hands up the front of your legs to sit up. Draw your knees up, plant the soles of your feet about hip width apart. Make your way down onto your back. You can bring your hands behind you. I need to spin. You don't need to do that. Set up for bridge. Come down onto the forearms, down onto your back, heels close to your butt. So again, with microphone trouble. If you like, put a block between your knees on the middle position. When you're ready, press into the soles of your feet and inhale to raise your hips up for bridge. If you want to go deeper, clasp your hands, reach towards your heels, draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Makes it hard to talk doing that bind. If you're doing this bind, release your hands. Exhale, let your hips come down. And explore at your own pace, floating up and down. Now let's take supported bridge. Pause with your hips lifted. Place the block at the base of your spine and lower down onto it. Now I've done it. I made the earpiece like fall right off the fall right off the hook that holds it on the ear. Too bad about the fit because as far as the electronics and the sound quality go, the thing's pretty good, but need a different hook. And let's come out, take your time, press into your feet, inhale, lift up, take out the pot underneath, exhale, lower down. If you have the block between your knees, move that out of the way as well. Hug your knees to your chest and explore rolling and rocking movement. And let's grab our straps. Run the strap under your feet and take one end in either hand. Keep your sacrum, shoulder blades, and head on the floor. Reach your hands and feet up towards the ceiling. Point your toes at that ceiling. Point your toes back down towards your face. Let your feet relax. Slide them away from each other, keeping them in the strap. And slowly draw on the strap to guide your feet back towards each other. Take your right foot out of the strap, press the back of your right leg against the floor, and flex your right foot back towards you. Reach your left arm out to the side, palm facing up. Then draw your leg to the right and turn your head to the left. And we'll do the 2-minute version of these stretches today. So just listen to your body, letting the strap support and guide your leg to where it wants to go, adjusting as needed by gently increasing tension or just pausing where you are or backing off whenever you need to. Allow your breath to wring you out. No goal, no destination, just exploring where does that leg want to go. Come back up to center. Take the strap in your left hand. Press down on the front of your right hip. Let your arm and leg go over to the left. Arm and leg can both stay long, or some folks like to bend the arm and play with different arm positions, maybe letting the elbow rest on the floor. Keeping the right hip anchored down, keeping the right cheek on the ground allows the left hip to open more effectively. If your pelvis starts to roll to the left, that's less opening the hip will get. You can massage that right hip if you like. Very gently come back to center. Raise your right leg, step into the strap, take your left foot out, press that leg down, flex that foot back, reach your right arm out to the side, and draw your leg to the left and turn your head to the right. Come back up to center. Switch hands on your strap. Press down on the front of your left hip and let your limbs drift over to the right. Nice and easy, come back to center. Lift your left leg, draw your knees in, strap aside, reach your feet up, reach your hands up, hold your legs or feet wherever you want. Play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. You can invert as long as you like, and when you're ready, make your way to Shavasana. Start finding some deeper breath and exploring movement. Taking your time, letting the movements grow bigger and bigger. When you're ready, gently sit up. And bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for joining me in practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time.